You play a ton of snaps, but I think you had a tackle like every 2 snaps that you played. Was there anything about Miami? You're just reading the ball real well, or just feel very active that day?
Really, when I was in the game, I just did my job, hit the gap, and if I couldn't get through, just get to the ball.
Teammates were saying that you study a lot of extra tape and you'll point stuff out to them about how your process as far as studying the opponent.
Yeah, I always prepare the game as if I'm going to start the game. So you never know when somebody's going to get hurt. So or if something comes up when your number's going to be called. So the philosophy is just always be prepared. Be prepared for when your opportunity comes.
Night, like midnight, saying, "Hey, did you see this? Do you do that often?"
Yeah, me and Kamu pull up plays all the time. Even with Kirko and stuff, we'll see a play and we want to get things solved in the meeting before we get to the field. So I always been like that since college. Just watch as much film to see the stuff they might do that we haven't talked about.
What do you see on the Titans in film?
They like a lot of movement. They move around a lot. Pretty much try to get you. If you're not lined up correctly, and not doing your job correctly, that's how they end up getting the big plays in the run game. And that's one of the things that we're going to have to do is get lined up correctly. That way we can do our jobs.
How do you feel you guys have done that over the season? It seems like copycat league, some teams have done that to you already.
Yeah. Every week is different. Some weeks is, we might not do our job as well as we should have, or, it's just little things here and there that we could clean up that'll get us to where we want to go.
A lot of people underestimate how athletic and fast Tannehill is. When you watch him on tape, what type of necessary adjustments do you all have to make to try to keep him in the pocket?
Really just keeping the edge. If we're blitzing to some, just containing them. And I played with Tannehill when I played in Miami, so he can run. I believe he played receiver at some point in his career, in his life. So it's pretty fast. When you see him on film, he can run.
How have you adjusted to your role this year compared to the role you had last year?
The last 2 years I played a lot, started a lot, and it's one of those things when I played in Miami my second year, the year we went to the playoffs, I learned that you have to accept your role on the team, and you play your role to your best of your ability until your opportunity comes, and you keep on whatever role. If you play special teams, you play special teams to the best of your ability to help the team win. So that's been my job, my role this year is to just do my job to the best of my ability and help out the guys that I can.
Watching how the defensive line is played in front of you, especially with Miami, where do you think they are right now? It seems like they've really come together.
The defensive line is very impressive. A lot of the young guys that are on that, they have a very bright future ahead of them. You got Ross, Martin, Jenkins. All those guys. Get off blocks. They're getting a lot of sacks up front, putting a lot of pressure on teams, causing a lot of turnovers. So,
how are you able to stay mentally prepared until your opportunity comes?
Some days it's harder than others, but you got to stay locked in. It's a long season. You never know when your opportunity is going to come, and when it comes, you have to be prepared. You could be ready, but if you're prepared for it, you're going to take full advantage of it.
Did the military school help you with that?
Sorry?
With the discipline? Did military school help you a lot?
Yes, it did. When I got through that military school, it prepared me for everything in life. I said if I could get through that, I could do anything.
One more. The Titans with David Cole was saying they're still committed to the run game with Foreman and Peterson. Why do you think that their offense is built that way, and how prepared are you for that run game still?
I think we prepared. We got our defense is prepared to stop the run, and I think if that's what they do, they're going to continue to do it. Whether they have Henry or not, they still have a very good veteran running back to lead the way for them, and then the rest of the guys in their room are pretty good, and their offensive line is good. So they're 8-2. If you run the ball well in this league, it opens up a lot of stuff for you. We stop the run and force them into third down, long third downs, and help us out on defense as well.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Definitely. I believe so. Obviously, last outing in Miami wasn't a winning one or opportunity to give offense a chance to go out and put up points. Definitely something to clean up and watched it with a critical eye. Had the bye week to also work on some things, and looking forward to getting back on the field this week and bouncing back personally, but also as a team.
What did you notice specifically to work on after that game?
Timing. Like I said, there was some balls out there left out on the field, some plays that were left on the field as well too. Typically you make those plays. Like I said, I never look at it and blame the time off. I was fully confident going into that game of my ability to go out and perform at a high level. Just didn't meet that mark. And like I said, I watched it with a critical eye, put it behind me, and eyes forward to continue to keep playing well.
Can you talk about what you've seen from this Titans defense in terms of challenges and what you guys have to really focus on?
They're playing great football right now. The team in general, obviously, the defense is a very talented bunch. A lot of energy when you watch them on defense, running to the ball, making plays. Definitely going to boil down to us executing, going out there, obviously taking our shots when we can, but executing up and down the field and finishing in the red zone with touchdowns and not field goals.
Working with a rookie center, especially a guy that was his first start, what is that adjustment period like for each of you guys kind of getting to know each other and know how to work?
Jimmy's been great. Very, I wouldn't say outspoken, just a confident guy. He's confident in his ability. He's picked up the offense in a short time that he's been here. He's going out there, he's competing. Can't ask for anything more. A guy that's competing and knowledgeable of the things that we're putting in each week. So each week he gets a chance to gain experience, and he'll continue to keep stepping up to the challenge each week.
Joel said last week that y'all looked at it with a critical eye on the offense, looked at what worked, what didn't work, and sustaining drives other than like penalties and turnovers and such. Maybe you can't go into super specifics, but like what were some of the things that y'all weren't doing well and what you can do better now?
Yeah, like you said, I can't go into specifics. I think that's more in-house. Obviously, when you get a bye week, you get a chance to self-scout, and you want to build around those things. And we took away, obviously, some strengths that we think that we can take advantage of moving forward. Like you said, the main point is eliminate penalties and turnovers. That right there alone gives you the chance to go out and be successful each week, along with us doubling down on the things that we've done well up to this point.
What about the red zone? Point, you talked about you watching that game with a critical eye. How much did that last performance weigh on you mentally?
It didn't weigh on me mentally. Obviously, you want to go out and win a game, but yeah, you learn from it, you put it behind you, and you keep moving forward.
You got from the red zone performance. Obviously, the numbers were what they were, but what did you see from it that you guys can work on to get better in the red zone?
Yeah, obviously hit the shots. We got the coverages that we wanted in most of those red zone situations throughout the season, just being able to execute. And that's, like I said, that's really what it boils down each week.
As a defensive lineman, rarely do you see an interior rusher with that many sacks. What do you see from him when you watch the tape?
Very fierce rusher. He's one of the best in the league. Big human being, moves well, very strong. Definitely have our work cut out for him, but have tremendous confidence in our guys to be able to go out and perform at a high level against them.
Only so much coaches can do. When you, as one of the leaders of this team, how did you get with the other players and talk about this current losing streak that you all and how you all can turn that around?
Yeah, I think coming off the bye week, the focus more so was the past was the past. Obviously, it happened. We lived it, and we created it. But at the same time, you can't look back and move forward at the same time. You have to go out with a 1-0 mindset each week, winning the day. You can't play the game on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. You literally have to take it one day at a time, execute and focus each and every day, and take that attitude one day at a time and 1 week at a time, and look up at the end of the season to see where you're at. You can't focus on the past.
Different mindset from your teammates coming back after the bye?
Yes, definitely. Energized, refocused. understanding the opportunity that's ahead of us, and looking forward to take that challenge head on.
Chris Conley was talking about, just as it relates to wide receivers and the small stuff in the game, like, their timing and being in the right spot on what I think he called like gimme throws. He was trying to make sure that he was in the right spot and other things. How do you all work through things like that? Maybe not even just that, but the small things offensively to do the things that they seem pretty fundamental.
Yeah, it's like constant communication as far as timing. Obviously, you get the reps that you get in practice, and you want to take advantage of those. But it's also talking through things, whether it's watching a game with the receiver, with the group, just talking through it on the football field at practice. Just being on the same page. The more you can communicate, the better off you are going out and just playing and reacting to one another.
What is the most important things you guys will have to do on Sunday in order to get a win?
I'll stay ahead of the chains, staying third and manageable, obviously, and executing the red zone. It's definitely key to our success this weekend.
One more. What are your thoughts on Brandin Cooks?
Great man. Great man, great competitor. I've always admired his game from afar. Obviously, getting a chance to play with him, he's wowed me each and every day. Just the professionalism, his ability to go out and make plays. Love him as a friend and love him as a teammate.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it. God bless. I ain't telling about you. You hit me back to right. Yeah, where's you about to go? Because your tire's flat. No, my tire's not flat. Where you going? You know.
That Tyrod's got more time under his belt, you feel like he'll give you guys the boost that you guys were hoping for against Miami, against Tennessee?
Absolutely. I still think he gave us that boost, Miami. But it's good, to be able to have that game under his belt, had his bye week, had some extra time to prep, so we look forward to getting back out there together.
Like going up against some physical defensive backs like the Titans.
Yeah, you talk about a physical bunch of group, not just the defensive back, but the whole defense. We're very brutal. That's the way they played the game. There's a way they coached the game. So we look forward, to the matchups.
How do you overcome that? Because there's a lot of defensive backs that may try to take you on like that, being physical with you at the line of scrimmage.
I'm a dog too, so but at the end of the day, just trusting my technique, not rushing things, watching film, studying my opponent, and letting everything else take care of itself.
Brandin, do you feel like the week off is good as far as like a mental refocus?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing for a bye week that you get is a mental reset. You definitely missed the game, but at the end of the day, we all know the mental health is very, very important. So when you can just get away from your everyday job, just for a little bit, it's huge. You come back refreshed and ready to get going again.
Some people don't think about the toll that this game takes. We all know about the toll it takes on your body.
Yeah.
But as far as like the mental.
Oh, no, I think everybody understands that from a player standpoint, coaching standpoint. It's definitely a journey. So.
Cole was talking about how he was still had hope in the run game and getting that back on track.
Yeah.
From your end, what does the run game do for opening up the offense in total, even on your end?
Well, just from our team, we preach physicality. So anytime you can run the ball well, that gives your team a boost. But from a whole offensive standpoint, it just opens up everything else. When your backs are running hard and your line is able to do what they do and you getting good yards per carry, I feel like from a play calling standpoint, that just takes a lot of pressure off of TK. So that's what we look forward to doing. We all got a part in that, not just the line and the running backs, but the receivers as well, blocking downfield and staying engaged with our men.
The last time you played the Titans, you had a really good game. Is there any? I know very different, but is there anything you can take from that?
No, just trusting the play calling and trusting my teammates, and let it come to me, not try to force anything.
As one of the leaders of this team, what was your message to your teammates going forward, leaving that, even though you all still have the losing streak, but leaving that behind and, focusing on what you all have ahead?
Like I always talk to the guys, take it 1 week at a time. The bye week came perfect time, kind of in that middle of the season. So forgetting what's behind and straining towards what's ahead, and just focusing every single day at a time, and just try to become more disciplined, being the best version of yourself, and not try to think about anything else, and just play our best game moving forward.
Does that come from your faith?
Absolutely, no doubt, no doubt.
Hey, Brandon, how was it for you over the weekend to see Mark Ingram get that?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome to be able to go back there and do that. As we all know, I got a lot of love for him, but for him to go get that record was huge, and I know he's happy about that. But he got a lot left in the tank.
All set?
All right, y'all.
Thank you.